Hello guys, I'm just recording on my phone here, so apologies if the quality is terrible. I just actually popped into my office space because one of my machines has gone offline. So I thought I would just share the experience with you, why it's gone offline and try and identify and get it back up and running. So yeah, I just thought I'd capture and share it with you guys. Okay, so this is the machine. It's the one that's in the older Cooler Master case. So I've just come in and the actual power is completely off on this particular machine. You can hear some fans on some other equipment, but yeah, this one is completely dead. So let's try and power it back up. I've already done this once just previously prior to the video, and it didn't power. So that's obviously indicates some kind of yeah, bigger issue. So let's take a look inside. Okay, so I've just removed the side panel of the actual machine itself. I've just had a quick visual inspection around just to make sure there's anything obviously out of place or anything is damaged or anywhere it shouldn't be. Everything looks fine. I can see the actual motherboard power light is on, so that's an indicator that the PSU is probably okay. So let's just hit the power button again and just see if we get any movement from the fans or anything. And there is just sort of nothing there. I'm just going to disconnect the actual mains just to kind of do more of an actual reset. I don't know if the actual motherboard is locked up or it potentially could even be the power switch or something, so let's just let that you can see the motherboard power light just dying away there. So I just want that to complete. Okay, so the phone ran out of memory there, so I'm not too sure how much footage we're going to get anyway. So I've reconnected the actual power, tried it again. The fans spin just for a tiny second and not much more. So I've just gave everything a check to make sure everything's properly inserted, just given all the RAM sticks say like reinsertion. Just double check all those and make sure nothing's appears to be like loose. And I'll just check it again. And then I'm going to have to start removing stuff if this doesn't work. Yeah, so not good. Okay, so I've just pulled it out from under the actual desk now. I've also removed the actual graphics card, replugged it in from a different power outlet just to make it a bit more accessible. So let's hit the power and see what happens. Just a little twitch. Okay, so the graphics card is actually out, and I'm actually taking that as a positive because the graphics card is quite important to me and I don't want to actually lose that. What I think it might be, I'm just going to take a quick guess, and I think it might be the actual, we recently done a Xenon processor replacement recently, and that processor was running really hot, so I think it might have just either creeped out of its socket or something like that, or it's got overheated and something's not quite right there. I don't know for sure yet. What I'll have to do is just literally go component by component, unplug everything, and then get to the actual sort of root cause of it. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I've just started my removing that USB 3 hub that was there, and then next I'm going to go and remove all these power cables from the devices that they're plugged into, just in case it's a power supply short, before I remove the actual RAM sticks and CPU. Okay, so I've quickly run through and I've literally unplugged every single thing that can be unplugged. So unplug the RAM, unplug the power connectors, it's just the ATX motherboard power connector, SATA connectors, fans, everything, and it's still exactly the same. So it's either CPU, the motherboard, or the power supply. So I'm just going to try it with another power supply. Okay, so I just quickly tried a replacement power supply and the fan started wearing away. So I'm just going to reconnect a few of the connectors and then see whether it could be the power supply it looks to be, so we'll see. Okay, so I've just quickly put this other power supply in there, connected the main ATX connector, the CPU connector. I've refitted the 2 banks or 2 sticks of RAM that was in there, so that should be enough. So I'm just going to give it a power on and just see whether we get a bit more life from it. So let's see. And yeah, the fans are rotating. Yeah, and then we just got a BIOS post error. So yeah, that's better. Okay, so I've just refitted the replacement fan, which is just an old one that I had laying around. It's really no better quality than the one that I had in there originally, but it's something that will just get us through the weekend until I can get a better quality one and get set back up. So yeah, just reconnected everything, and I'll give it a quick test now and see how it does. Okay, so let's just hit the power. I just want to see some fans before I refit it back under the desk. Yeah, fans are spinning. Heard the hard drive spin up, so yeah, that looks good. We should be able to be back up and running. Okay guys, so we are back up and running. So yeah, this is a bit of a different video for me. To be honest, I wasn't really too sure whether I'd even sort of capture it, because you know, I'm just recording on my phone, so apologies about the actual quality. Might be a bit different to the regular sort of quality. Yeah, but we're back up and running, so yeah, I just thought I'd share this video with you guys so you can see through the actual diagnosis and you know, how to solve problems in case they happen to you. So yeah, that's it.